And hello there, everyone. Osage Orange here, and welcome to another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. We are here on episode number 224 of this series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So, on the agenda for today, we of course are going to be continuing our fun stuff of loot grind and all that. Just a second here, I'm just quickly double checking something on the vault. Let me go ahead and see we're clear on that. I'm still of course, in Sucky McSuckville, since I lost what is now my old primary monitor week before last, whenever it was, and yada yada yada. So getting some more money stockpiled and weighing options as to the stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and pick up here with Ishtar and do some stuff there. Okay. Just a second here. Double check something. Let's see. Yes. Wunderbar. I just realized that I meant to make double sure that I didn't have my web browser up because I didn't want the distractions. So I've done a little bit of grinding off cam with Ishtar here. Also done some stuff with the gold transmitter in good gear as well. But as is going to be our continuing thing, since we want to... Come on, stupid. Want to get some of that real good... stupid frickin' baddies. Still want to get some good loot, so... Oh my god. The echo there. Take heart, sister. Of course I think. I think that it's time for you to die. Come on. Stop hiding. Thank you. Come here. Alright. Okay. What we're gonna do right now is do all this. So. Just over 1.9 mil, that's good. The more electrum we get, the better. Nice little chunk right there, guys. Well, dudes. Don't sass me, Valkyrie. I did not clean up last time I went and played. Obviously, I forgot to. Oh, not bad. Come here, dude. We'll go ahead here and clear out Valhalla. Then we will proceed to do out all the stuff over here. And you know, that's a good. You know what? That's an idea. I just gave myself an idea. Seeing the stuff over here. Oh, hello. We want to go say hi to Surtur. Just for the sake of having fun with that giant dude. That fire giant. Water acoustics in this area. Flowing water sound effects. Okay. Come here, Kelpie. A little bit of exploratory OCD around that edging over there. That's good. Makes Tree happy. Need to wait a few more moments here before the water flow effects do their thing. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's better. Better in as far as the water effects gone away.
You can't carry your inventory is full.
Ooh. That, I think, is going to be a keeper. Go get an Asgard. That's weird.
Welcome, welcome! You won't find any finer arms. I've sold battle gear to Donor and Tyr.
Hold on to that.
Mind you, I've cracked a couple of Jotun skulls myself, I have. Armed with my own weapons, of course.
Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. And
You have no more room.
no more room in my arse.
Oh, you must have seen a bat. Don't forget to loot their corpses.
Let's quickly. I just realized I'm selling to the wrong guy.
Could you leave me in peace?
Yeah, this is what I was double checking here was the stuff there. So yeah. Another thing we do need to worry about at some point is do want I know that for hopefully next episode
Yes, I'm trying to read here.
hopefully for next episode we can get oh, come on game. There we go. Majestic chest stuff done. Majestic chest quest, because it's going to be a 25er episode.
Do you need something? I don't have all day.
Interesting. Oh. See any greens right there.
Run along.
Oh.
The best scrolls and potions and so on and so forth. You know how it goes. My pleasure. Do come back. Blah,
Trust me.
blah, blah.
Your belongings are safe with me. Well, that sounded suspicious. Safe roads, my friend.
I'll be able to also get some good stuff off the fire giants too. So yeah, I should go. I really do want to get at some point do some more work on some legendary routes. With the forge capability on the Whoa! Ooh! Speaking of rare stuff that we want to need to work on, there's something we can do with. Million point 1.94 million electrum. That's something we need to get worked on. I'm kind of thinking is obviously, first time we did this a while ago, and with the set stuff we've got here, as you can see, we've got, a fair amount of stuff here. Try to find, something, something to enhance these guys with, and our stuff, and get something something like try to get like the some of the weapon stuff, and for like Cage of Tartarus and all this stuff is try in addition to, for example, get for the Black Cage of Tartarus, so you see how it has the damage to and less damage from Titans. Get damage to the gods. There's the Olympians, so I'll just have to go back through and check the TQ wiki and go through, double check stuff here on the game itself. But I do want like the legendary Demon's Blood here. It's got that plus 50% vitality, damage resistance, stun resistance, the bonus resistance. Because trying to have all this stuff here and these secondary resistances too, like slowdown, trap, freeze, petrification, etc. Trying to get some of that stuff put into the system as well. Try to get, maybe in some cases, I'm thinking that I may try to do, one thing I may try to do, and this might be something we may do on stream, is, not stream, recording, might be on stream, I don't know, if I decide to stream, but, go ahead and craft a whole bunch of the oh, primal magma. I try to go ahead and craft, or at least marshal the obligatory goods for crafting. Interesting in its own way. I do try to craft some more of the divine various artifacts. Of course, we have, you know, Peach of Immortality right here, and you know, getting some more of that sort of stuff. But not just merely make up one. You know, make up all the other ones as well. Whoa, yourself there, Infernal. Getting good there, guys. Getting good. But one of the things I'm thinking about is, you know, of course I try to do a degree of tanking, you know, and tanking in this case, you know, make a highly defensive suit of armor, but try to make several different flavors of the Eternal Ward of Tartarus. Have this one sort of, you know, be the first time I ever done it, and then, you know, just going forth and experiment with other versions, you know, some more dedicated to certain defensive skills versus others. And I've thought potentially about doing that as being several different flavors of that. But I've also thought about just sort of experimenting at the same time with other stuff and having just a general finding what I can to get the highest possible overall defense. I think I'll hold on to that for future reference. I'm thinking that we definitely need to, at some point, really do need to find some really, you know, to go shopping through our equipment and seeing, okay, what do we have? That's good. And this is the first set. One of the things I'm going to have to do is probably scribble down in a LibreOffice document. That's the LibreOffice is the word processing suite I use, or the Office suite I use. Don't use. Used to use, of course, many moons ago when I was in school. Used to use Microsoft Office, but these days I'm using LibreOffice. I have a link to that in my in the description down below. I love it when stuff start getting more of the loot I need. Sort of keep a list of modified equipment. Go after we face. Let's do that. After we face off against something about these guys is off. Sure, weapons or what? Yeah, they may have just had something special about them. Quite honestly, I just... Obviously, right now, what we're able to do, and when we really get powered up, as you guys can see, we're just, you know, punching through these guys like no tomorrow. But basically, part of me really wants to do what we're doing with these guys, do it like we do to the guys in normal difficulty. Just, you know, the slightest little tap, boom, and he's dead. Not, you know, 3, 4, 5 whacks, just like that chaosing. Oh, excuse me, but it felt good. let's not do it on the stairs. Lest we glitch out. Quickly head back here to Helos. Decant ourselves of Koises. Be more like that. You know, basically be able to come through. Come over, up over here. Basically, a few smacks. Basically do that to the folks we've been dealing with over there in the north. See if we take a look-see now, as you can see, our resistances are back up. Alright, let's go say hi to Loki. We have a Loki chest right there. Hello,
Aren't we
Poe.
friends?
No, Loki, we are not. So yeah, that's basically what more of what I want is a little bit of a challenge out of someone like Loki, but basically I really want just smash. It's not too bad. I hold on to that one for stuff. Take a little, as I said, after we deal with come on, tree, use your terms. Not Loki. We just messed with Loki. Surtur, and there went the game. Okay, just a sec, guys. Just a sec. How ironic is it that we have a game crash? Basically, you know, right before we could save. Now, that might be a theory. Let me see here. I'm going to just take a quick gander here at the crash report. just taking a look see at this stuff, guys. Give me a sec. Hmm. 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 Ah, okay. Now, might be it was a redistributable for says download the both the X. It's showing a problem as it's Microsoft Visual C++. So I've downloaded, I've installed the x64 version, but I haven't done the 32 x32 or the 86 version. You know in the whole the 32 and 64-bit versions. So get the game reloaded here. Glad it lasted as long as it did, though. Okay. We get the game going back here again. Let's see, my phone should be full charge by now. Yes. Yes, you were supposed to hear the thing detached there. Wait, I only have 7. Ah, why? Why do I only have 7? Want to 8. Come on. There we go. Figure I'd give it an OCD test there. Come on, get aboard the thing tree. I think we got Loki defeated and we were going to head back, and I should have just done the Rebirth Fountain first. Did I? No. Of course not. Ooh. on to that. To there, guys. Too bad that. To hold on to. And we're gonna have to hold it back. Come on. Should have just gone through the said screw it to the Electrum and got to that rebirth fountain first, but then again, this gives us another chance to smite Loki. Whew. Hello, Fake Nova. You're the fool.
You can't carry anymore.
Screw the Electrum. Come on. Hold on to that. at the treasure. What's it? One of that
You can't carry anymore.
Let's go ahead and decant ourselves of loot.
Trust me, your belongings are safe with me. Well, that sounded suspicious, didn't it? May your path always
Do you
be
need
even.
something? I don't have all day.
Neither do I, young lady. Oh. Ooh, that one's sexy. Oh, that one is very good looking. Right there.
Is that all? Good.
Ah, my friend. You look weary. Can I take a burden from your shoulders?
I really do at some point need to get all
Farewell.
this loot taken care of. Earth Mastery thing. Well, at least I took one of the Infernals out with me. But of course, they have brought upon themselves the means of destruction. Closer here to 1.98 mil. makes me. I'm not sure if I've said this before. I'm kind of thinking this reminds me of Ziggurat. And, of course, the Far East, or should I say Babylon. That was very much like a Ziggurat. Not bad. Not sure if that'll be a keeper or not, but not bad for what it is. Once we get to the next rebirth fountain, it'll probably be about time to do a come on, Dark Elf ladies. It'll be about that time to do a save, so, I mean a save, a break. In which we'll do a save, of course. Yeah, we've got one like that, so that's not going to be much of a keeper. Thank you. Come here. Stop running away. Let's see, what time is it? What time is it? Yeah, it is break time, so go ahead and save the game here. Hop out so it doesn't crash on us. And yeah, guys, let's go ahead and go ahead and take a break. So yeah, everybody go ahead and stand up, stretch, go get something to eat, go get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, Tree is back. Just got the game back uploaded, so we will go ahead and get back into where we were. So, got myself a little bit of my State 38 Pete's smoked whiskey, and figuring to have something to have and all that. Oh! Don't forget. Angie Dum Dum. Oh! This. I gotta tell you guys this. So, as you guys have known, I've talked about Heiss, you know, getting to meet him finally last year and all that. But to let it know that he is currently right now in Pennsylvania and chasing the 4014, the big boy, and come on, get. What? Oh, it's not letting me. There we go. Anywho, Heiss is busy in Pennsylvania chasing the big boy, and also checking out doing stuff with the reading in Northern 2102. This is all, of course, for America 250. And, oh, hell, woven ring. It's not bad at all. Anywho, I'm not sure if I would be able to, who I could invite to his Discord. I will definitely leave a link to his website, heistrains.com, in the description. But also in the description, I will leave a link to, there was, I'll leave a link to the, he got interviewed by one of the stations out in Pennsylvania, the local news, one of the local news stations, and, you know, I was literally over the moon with that. You know, if I had been, you know, if I were famouser than I am and like him, you know, that would be a way, whoa. If his sub count on YouTube doesn't go up significantly after this, I would be sad. Because, you know, getting for him to be, you know, on local news out in Pennsylvania, you know, that is just crazy. It's absolutely crazy the fact that that got to happen. And so, you know, that should count as, you know, a big achievement is that, you know, he managed to get onto the news. The more traditional news is where he got to be. Oh my God, that is crazy. Quickly dash up here to the rebirth fountain. Register, come on. There we go. Ah, yes, see. So at minimum on this heist stuff, I will be posting, as said, at minimum, a link to his website and a link to the interview. That was, ooh, hello. That was always so fun. That was so fun last year at Crossings when I finally got to meet him in person. As getting to say to him, getting there, and of course having done the trip to Durango and all that. But finally, getting to meet him in person and at 2025 Crossings and saying, George, Mark, hey Mark, that's his real name, of course, is Mark Huber, and saying to him, 346 sends her regards and said you smell like Kenosha. Of course, crew, for at least some of the crew at the Colorado Railroad Museum, 346 is known as Grandma, and so that's why I said Grandma sends her regards and says you smell like Kenosha. You smell like a drunk. And, speaking of smelling like Kenosha.
How did you get here?
Battling my way through your stuff there, sir. I just realized I had the thing on me. I got the coices on me. I done goofed. No wonder he pummeled my posterior so easily. But yeah, it's like I don't remember if I had looked it up and then subsequently forgotten or what. But I'd forgotten it. Somehow, if I didn't find it or looked it up and subsequently forgot, but the DNS shop tours, and I was like, when I relearned about it, I was like, well, I got to take advantage of that. And that's how, of course, I got to see, albeit from a distance, 346. Because, as I was relearning about stuff and all that, I was, I've been thinking about, telling Heiss, saying, since, the most direct path from Durango to Denver is going over Kenosha Pass. That's why I was thinking about, saying, something to the effect of, I have been over Kenosha, and there is a smell. Saying, I have been over Kenosha, And there is
You
a
can't
smell.
hold anymore. You can't hold anymore. You can't carry anymore.
Let's see here. No. What?
Your inventory is full. You can't hold anymore.
Yeah, it's, you know, I was just like, so, you know, I was thinking, I was like, been over Kenosha, and there is a smell. But of course, you know, once I got to take the tour and all that, it was, I gotta show
The
you.
best scrolls and potions and so on and so forth. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I won't hold on to that.
My pleasure. Do come back. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta say, you know, that Grandma says hi and said you smell like Kenosha. And of course, he went, you know, put his hand to his heart. It was like he was touched. He was touched. And I'm glad he found it touching. Re-OCD this area here.
Man the stews, cook the pots, marinate the bones. There's a party going on. Oh, it's in your honor, you say. You foiled that half-Jotun Loki. Well, that's just fantastic. Extra helpings for the legendary warrior, then. Gerfin provided the finest vegetables. Now where is that cursed beast for the meat today? Oh, what a feast. We Acer, even Woden, love parties. Cursed shame about the Baldur business, though. Oh well, he never was a good eater, and besides, I hear they sent Heimdall to hell to sort things out down there. This is my cauldron, Eldrimnir, made by the Verger. Marvelous craftsmanship. It can cook anything, and it all comes out tasting delicious. So handy to have it in this type of situation, let me tell you. Donor will eat anything, no matter what, but not everyone. Have we got enough mead, I wonder? You there, boy, go check on Heidrun, will you? Now that Loki isn't here, we may not need quite as much. Ragnarok? What about it? People in customs will come and go. I tell Woden not to worry about it. I say the people in the next world will also need to eat. Maybe I won't be around, but someone will surely keep the culinary arts alive. But Woden is blinded by his pride. Oh well, I'm merely a cook. And besides, I bet this cauldron would survive more than one apocalypse.
I suppose the time has come for you.
Yeah. Now I didn't get to meet now like a couple years back, 2024. I don't know. I was saying 2022. I don't think I was doing much on YouTube at that time. But why did I come here to Corinth when I meant to go to Helos? I guess it's because it was the first city on the list. But like 2024. I'm not sure about game crash. Well, it's a good thing we didn't have to worry too much about that. TQ. But like this Saturday before Father's Day, Heist wasn't at the museum, as was the case this year. But one of the things that did happen is I did get to meet up with his buddy Leighton, as well as Brett. Of course, Brett has the distinct honor of being, so far, being the one of Heist's channel buddies, you know, that appears in his content, east. We go to Helos. That I've met every single year. Of course, it was 2 years ago, 24. He was there. Last year was Heist and Brett. Then this year it was Brett and Leighton. We tried hammering stuff out to meet before Crossings, but it didn't work out. So on the Sunday of Crossings, which is of course the day I had to start beating feet back to Treelandia, we managed to squeeze it in there. So I know you guys are gonna have stuff and all, and so I'll try to meet up with you at the museum at about 8:40ish, 8:30, 8:40ish. And so that's what I did. Is I made sure I got up a little bit early. Made sure I did some preliminary packing of my effects and all that. Before I forget, I have to decant myself of loot. Let's go to the east, Summer Palace.
All right. Here's what I have in stock. Just be sure not to burn yourself, won't you?
Excuse me, but it felt good all both times. Yeah. Yeah. What was that one? Yeah. So yeah, it's
Run along.
The
myself
fastest
all-
caravan in all of China.
got myself all packed up and to the museum, and so as I was getting there,
Safe roads, my friend.
The best scrolls and potions and so on and so forth. You know how it goes.
so as I got there, and they were taking RGS 20 off the turntable, getting her foot on the lead track to the loop, and so they were finishing up messing with the turntable, trying to get 315 on the table, and then backed onto the ash pit, because they've the way the museum's set up is that they've got the
My pleasure. Do come back. Blah,
Trust
blah,
me.
blah.
Your belongings are safe. May your path always be even.
they've got the ash pit service structure, which leads into the parking lot, and it goes past it a little bit, past the fence. Obviously, don't want people wandering into the roundhouse area, and you know, and having him, you know, mess with the equipment and all that, unsupervised, and so you know, I just waited. I was like, part of me wished I could have gone in, but I decided, you know, let's play it safe, play it smart. The museum's technically not open. Let us just head over, you know, just right outside the fence.
I am Woden's shield.
You're not much of a shield, lady. So, I just was waiting, and then, the world famous Jeff Taylor, you know, I was just looking in, just watching them folks do their stuff, you know, the regular, crews of the regular crew for the museum, as well as the caretakers of, I am not an intruder, I'm an outtruder. As well as the crews for 315, as they were getting her ready to go onto the table and then get to the ash pit so they could dump the ash. And then, I heard Jeff say, "It's Dusty's friend Jimmy from the Cog," and mentally in my canopy I went, "Jimmy, where?" So I looked to my left, naturally, because I was looking toward the roundhouse. I was on the south side of the gate. And so I looked to my left, and there's Jimmy strolling on in, because of course he has railroading experience and is known to the crews at the museum.
We are at your side.
You're at my side indeed, side to give me loot. So I see him in there. He's got several boxes of, presumably he had Hood of Grace. Interesting. But presumably of donuts and other assorted pastries, and so I go, "Hi, Jimmy!" And he turned and said hi back, and was like, "For wealth." But yeah, of course Jimmy works at the Pikes Peak Cog Railway, and I had tried to, you know, I got to message him on Heiss's Discord and tried to arrange to see if we couldn't meet up. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen, so eventually, after I got to talk to Layton just before I left, I saw him wandering through toward the depot in the parking lot. And so, as I was sitting in the car, and I was like, "Oh, Jimmy! He's here! There he is!" So I went and actually got to talk to him for a few moments. So yeah, it's I did get to meet him. But in the meantime, we do need to cover meeting up with Layton. So it's not long after that, as they were getting 315. Ooh, interesting. And I saw Layton, and so I was wearing an orange Rio Grande shirt. And so when I saw him pop up on the south side of the Ash Pit service track, pointed at him, and seeing him, and he obviously, I pointed toward him, and he saw me, and he pointed back, because obviously, you know, he knew he was expecting to see me. And so, once 315 got parked on the Ashpit service track, and her normal caretakers started seeing to her.
The ravens would have you.
They won't have me. They'll have you. He fully came over, and I said to him, well, it took quite a bit of shenanigans for us to meet up, didn't it, Leighton? And he said, I knew it was you, and because you were wearing an orange shirt. And I said, and a Rio Grande shirt to boot. And so we got to talk for a little bit, you know, because, you know, I just hadn't had the opportunity to meet him. Usually, you know, he's had personal commitments. You know, he has a life beyond the museum. And, you know, it's like, I'm not going to stop, you know, him from having his regular life. But, we got to talk
We
for
are
a
at
little
your side.
Of course you're at my side, Valkyrie, and now you're not. So, okay, now it took 3 years, 3 times. You know, Brett was first, Mark second, Leighton third. And so finally meeting the full 3/4 of an idiot. Or at least the main 3/4 of an idiot. And toss you. We are over 2 million. Over 2 million Electrum guys. Wunderbar.
Take heart, brother. My belly hungers for stew.
I will still, of course.
My belly hungers for stew. For water.
For well. I will, of course, continue to battle.
Fine day for a fight.
Oh, well. Pretty decent on that one.
For Woden!
For wealth. I remember taking some of the liquor from Treelandia here. And last year, Leighton couldn't be there because, again, family commitments. Like I said, it's this year that he couldn't be at crossings. Like I said, you know, real life comes first. That's part of the reason why I haven't been doing as much streaming is, it's just, So, but yeah, it's real F6.
Your inventory is full.
Come on, pick up. Thank you. See what there might be here in terms of...
Welcome, welcome! You won't find, don't forget to loot their corpses!
Welcome to the Fifth Realm. I hope you brought something interesting with you. Your entrance was surely... Wait, I have more.
Re-register this fountain over here. Anti-dum-dum maneuver. Am I trying to go there? Go be a dum-dum tree.
Do you need something? I don't have all day.
Yeah. Oh wait, do want that one. Screw it.
My pleasure. Do come back. Blah,
Trust
blah,
me.
blah.
Your belongings are safe with me. Well, that sounded suspicious, didn't it? Safe roads, my friend.
Sucks having to be on back on one screen. Oh, look at that. You see it? This is a warning sign. Look at that. This is a warning sign, guys. Let's go ahead and exit. Wait, it was glitching out right there. We probably just managed to avoid a crash entirely. See here. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Boom. let's go over here to Darklands. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, oh, that is sexy. We're gonna keep that. And that one's sexy, sexy too. Yes. Oh, ho, ho. Ooh. Ooh. These three guys right here, these four guys right here. Ooh, they are all so sexy. Woo! Oh, guys, doing that was smart. It was indeed smart. Yes. Tree's canopy is functioning right now. Oh. I think I'll hold on to that too. That might prove useful at some point. I don't know. When they, like the one guy that just got killed, he goes, sounds like he's saying "sue," you know, it's to sue someone. .05 million. Oh, something tells me that's a Loki chest. It is not. This thing doesn't want to load up. that gold. Let's just go ahead and leg it. Bye, all you baddies, you bugs, you plants, you boids, you snakes, you spooters. You can't catch me. Try as y'all ye might. Boom. All right. Let's go ahead here. I just accidentally clicked on it. I've been actually doing some playing some Zeus Poseidon off cam. Zeus Poseidon off cam, and
Trust me, your belongings are safe with me. Well, that sounded suspicious, didn't it?
I've actually been playing some of the Atlantis campaign.
May your path always
All
be
right.
even.
Here's what I have in stock. Just be sure not to burn yourself, won't you?
Yeah, I've just been playing some of the Atlantis campaigns.
My pleasure. Do come back. Blah, blah, blah.
And just, you know, for fun and all that, just a sec, I'm going to restart the game. So is that, because I want to go visit the gold transmuter in Gadir for a few moments. Spend a little bit of gold. God, I so freaking miss having two monitors. Roommate needs to. He says he knows where to get his stud finder because, like I said, I want to go through to at least a 3-monitor setup, and because I can't do a 3-monitor setup with a center pole like what I've got right now, because don't have enough real estate space-wise to do such. Even if I did rearrange my room, but unfortunately, rooms kind of right now, the way things are optimized, it's, you know, I've more or less got it optimized to the most amount of space and all that. So let's go here to Gadir. We're gonna go visit our gold transmuter. See what we can get. Hopefully this upcoming week I can get some of the
business.
Stuff processed. I'm going mute so I don't blow out headphones users, but I'm definitely wanting to basically what I'm thinking is doing a 3-monitor setup. I'm thinking I did take a look at this stuff recently at the tech store. And basically, I got Hand of Hephaestus. I think I still need that. I know it's part of the Hephaestus set, and I don't remember getting that. Harness. Let's go ahead here. Excuse me. But let's see. But I found myself thinking is that as much as I want 4 monitors, I had, you know, as I was taking a look at some of the monitors that they do have, I found myself thinking, well, ooh, that'll be worth keeping. Not too bad. But I found myself thinking, as a part of this stuff, I found myself thinking that the idea of doing, you know, sort of if, you know, if sort of like these two being where I got my potions right here, being my 2 monitors, and then the equivalent of a large monitor over them. You know, I could literally have, you know, for example, you know, main monitor be up, this guy up top. You know, so could have secondary monitor down here, tertiary monitor here. Basically, you know, that would allow me to look up and have turn the sound back up on my stuff. Okay. Basically, having that 3rd monitor above as my main monitor for stuff and all that would allow me to you know, help some of my posture, and you know, I consulted with the roommates to see what they thought about a clamped version for on the my windowsill, and I was thinking, taking a look-see at it, and you know, I did went and did my recon and all that, and I said, you know, it'd be nice, but I don't think it's necessarily a smart idea. And they, you know, they went and came and double checked. You know, I took the measurements and all that. And they were like, yeah, Tree, we also think it's not quite as good of an idea. I said, we got somewhere in the tool set, don't we have like a stud finder? And he said, I said they were going to have to take a look, so. And, so if we can get me if we can get, if we can find, get a stud finder and all that, get the stud finder found and all that. If we can find a stud here on the wall that is sufficiently placed, and they did have some interesting looking stands like I got right now. I've got a dual screen setup, but and with 24-inch monitors, but the stand can only support up to 27-inch monitors. And Atlantis, not the North. But from the recon mission, it looked like they had a stand very much like the one I got, but can support like 30-inch, maybe it was. 30 or 32-inch. Slightly bigger monitors. And that would, at least in theory, permit me to get that would, at least in theory, as I said, permit me to get a larger monitor. Or at least a larger monitor setup. And have here on the, the screen you're seeing right here used to be the secondary monitor. It is to say, if we were to draw, if this were to be the line on my desk, it's on to my right-hand side. And all that. So I've just found myself thinking that if I were able to do a dual, have a slightly larger dual monitor setup, I'm going to have to take more of a look-see at some of the brands of wall mounts that Tech Store and other there's a Best Buy and a Target I could go to as well. I'd have to go check those places out too. But sorry, I'd stretch. But if I was able to get, like I said, monitor here where energy potions are, monitor here where health potions are, slightly larger monitors, and then have above them a large screen, say like maybe a 56-inch. That would be a nice little thing. I will call Donkey Dong. We'll end here shortly, guys. I just want to go a little bit longer and make a little bit more money cam and discuss stuff. So that would be, basically, if I were able to do that, because like I said, trying to go 1, 2, 3 across, there's it's unfeasible for me to do that. Basically, I would be trying to put too much in too little of a space. Which is why I have had the idea of, once I double checked with the roommates, saying, getting that second opinion. Saying, would you think it would be, I don't think it's necessarily the smartest of ideas. What do you think? And they were like, yeah, it's not a smart idea. And I would rather not cause more trouble than would need be. But if I did have, as I said, the but if I did have this setup, it would, and especially if I set it up right, I might be able to, on occasion as need be, switch, say 56 or 60-inch screen into two monitors, have it be a single monitor but two displays, because you can do that with sufficient monitors and sufficiently rigged monitors and all that. And that's just what I found myself thinking, is that, one monitor but two displays on it would be, in its own way awesome. I would save, instead of having, come on. Good. Looks like we're almost done with this stuff. No. Wunderbar. No! Let's go sell the stuff and come back. That's why I thought, instead of having, a poll of, 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors, just imagine, split the screen here into 4 quadrants. Having, essentially a 3 split, split the screen half in the horizontal aspect and have, one big one, and then split the lower half in the vertical element. Split it up that way. That way I could get a little bit more stuff out of it, but keep have only one additional monitor, but have a lot more out of it. Because there are monitors these days, and I'm not sure how far back this sort of setup has been, but basically, you can have, a monitor set up to where it is, split vertically, horizontally, or vertically, split a screen vertically in half, All right, so we're going to go ahead and make our final sale here, and then we're going to go ahead and end this episode, guys. Do appreciate everybody who has come out For those of you watching here on YouTube at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming, please remember to go ahead and hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Here I am thinking about stuff for Twitch. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to leave a like. It's very much appreciated. Make sure to leave a follow over on Twitch at twitch.tv/OsageOrange. And so hopefully sometime this week, hopefully we'll have Age of Mythology Retold stuff and all that jazz, so as that we can have at least something. Last week I was trying to get up, but it was just So yeah, that's a thing. That was a thing. Hopefully I can make it to where we can have an episode of City Building Saturdays next week, or this next week, this Saturday. But of course, with Saturday being Father's Day, this coming Sunday being Father's Day, do have a Father's Day commitment with Tree Family and all that. And we've got a couple things on the itinerary to do that sort of stuff. So some fun times. So I'm going to have to make sure that I am in bed at a decent hour. So come next Saturday, I'm going to have to make sure that get to bed at a decent time so I can get up to do CBS on Saturday, so we can go do Sunday stuff for Father's Day, because we've got I said things on the agenda. So hopefully we can make stuff happen. Of course, hopefully next Sunday we can also have more Titan Quest Loot Grant stuff. So yeah, do appreciate everybody who's come out, and hopefully, as said, we can make that stuff happen. So, just as a usual reminder, may you have fair weather, bountiful water, and secure soil. I'll see y'all later.